I am sorry to be the one bringing this up to you, but your environment sucks. And I don't know who said this, but when you plant a seed and the seed doesn't grow, you don't blame the seed, you blame the environment. So this is the same thing for your mental health. If you are not able to grow in the environment that you are in, you are not the problem. The problem is that your environment sucks. And it's not your fault that your environment sucks. But it is your responsibility to remove yourself from places and people who don't serve you, who don't value you, and place yourself in environments where you can grow. Because if you stay in your cage, if you stay in this place, you are not going to feel better. You are the sum of the people you spend most time with. So who are you talking to on a daily basis? Are these people who complain a lot, who spread the bad vibes at the office, who are jealous, envious, who compare themselves to other people, who gossip? If you spend your time with those types of people, you are going to become one of them. And you are one of them. You are the sum of the people you spend most time with. So I don't care if you need to cut out many people from your life for the sake of your mental health. And I don't care if you have 2 friends. This is the only thing you need. Because the reality is that I'd rather have 2 friends with the same value system who support me and who value me as the person I am and grow with them instead of spending my time with a bunch of people that do not care about me. Most people do not care about you. It is rare to find a good friend. It is rare to find someone who really sees you, truly supports you and understands you and will be there for you in the good and in the bad. So I do not care if you have 2 friends and if you have to remove yourself from the current environment that you're in, because in this environment, you're not growing. It's like you're this wild animal, this lion in a cage who grew up in a cage. And when the cage door opens, you're like, oh, but I'm so comfortable here. I'm going to stay here. And in the meantime, there's another wild animal, another lion who is out there in the wild experiencing life. And you don't know what it is yet because you haven't done that yet. But once you step out of the cage and see the world around you and experience the things around you, you will never go back to your cage. You will never go back. Comfort is the price you have to pay for freedom. It is what it is. I don't care if you have to pack your bag and go and leave your environment, because this is what life is about. Your mental health is number 1 priority. If your mental health sucks, it's because your environment sucks. It's because you're not with the right people who have the same value system as you, who will see you, who will support you. Your mental health will not be a problem with them. You're going to heal with people who have the same value system as you, and you need to go there and find them or attract them. When you're in an environment that sucks, there is a way that you can protect your space, that you can stay in your own energy, and that you can ignore what's around you. But this is not ideal. This works for a moment, but the reality is that the moment you will start growing and evolving in your life, it's the moment where you are in environments that allow this growth to happen. When I was at my parents' house, I didn't feel like I could be myself. I felt like I was restricted in some sort of cage. And when I put myself out of that cage in situations that were so out of my comfort zone, that allowed me to experience parts of myself and to grow parts of myself that wouldn't be able to grow back home. And it's interesting because I am now in this home that I once saw as a cage. And because I've been exploring and around the world, now I can see how I was not the problem. It was just this environment. And I had to take responsibility for myself and get out of here. The most important thing is your environment. Your environment is the people you speak to on a daily basis, where you live, where you spend your time and energy, the gym that you go to, the workplace that you go to. All of those environments are going to affect how you feel in a positive or in a negative way. All of the people you talk to are going to affect you either in a positive or in a negative way. So who do you speak to on a daily basis? Are these people complaining? Are these people not happy with their lives? Are these people not taking action in their dreams and goals? Are these people envious and jealous and gossiping? If that is the case and you want to stay there, just stay there. However, if you want to grow, if you want to be a different person, if you want to be a better person, if you want to understand who you are And if you want to see what possibilities are out there that you haven't even thought of yet, because you're in this cage, then you need to get out of there, remove yourself from those situations. Because when you do, you will never go back. You will never, ever go back. You will change as a person, you will grow as a person, you will evolve as a person, and you need to find people who have the same value system as you. This is so important. If you don't know what your value system is, make a list of what is most important for you in your life. Is it your family? Is it your career? Is it your health? What is it that's most important for you? And those are your values. This is a system through which you live your life. Right? And if your current environment do not have the same value system, you need to get out of there and place yourself in environments where you can grow. Placement is everything. If you are at the right place at the right moment, opportunities will come to you. Opportunities are not going to come to you if you stay in your cage and if you stay a victim of your environment, because the truth is that you can control your internal state. 24 hours, you have the control of how you feel, how you want to feel. So it doesn't matter if someone else near you has a bad vibe or bad energy, because it doesn't have to affect you. You can shift your energy, you can shift your own internal state. However, if you're constantly in an environment that you have to shift from, that you have to protect yourself from, that is taking so much energy. So much energy that you could be dedicating to other things if you were in a healthier environment. So I do not care if you have to pack a bag and go, and if this is what you have to do, because the unknown will be so much better than what you do know. Even if you're comfortable in where you're at, if your mental health sucks, like, you're not here to be depressed. You are not. And you're not the problem. The problem is the environment that you're in, and your environment is not your fault. But it is your responsibility to leave people and situations that do not allow you to grow. So I hope that this video serves as a reminder to remove yourself and to go and find your people, whether it's real life or online, whether you have to travel by yourself. I have moved countless times to new countries and new cities, and I'm constantly changing my environment, because when I feel stuck, when I feel like I am not growing, this is a sign that something in my environment needs to change. Either the relationships that I'm having, or simply the country that I'm living in. Determine and identify what is it that you want in your life. How is it that you want to feel? And is your environment a good place for that? And if not, where can you move? Where can you move? Let's go. Let's go. And let me tell you one more thing. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to take you out of an environment and put you in another environment. No one is going to do that for you. You have to do it yourself. You did not choose the family you grew up in. You did not choose the small town you grew up in. You did not choose the circumstances you grew up in. I agree on that. We can agree on that. However, you are choosing your internal state every single moment of your life. Right now, you're choosing if you want to feel depressed or if you want to take action on your dreams and goals. It is a choice. It is a daily choice. It is a choice moment by moment. And so when you are in an environment with people who support you, who see you as you are, who value you, it's going to be so much easier to wake up and take action. And let me tell you, it is beautiful when you find finally the place you fit in, because it exists. It exists. And the people you haven't met yet who are going to love you and support you so much, they're out there. They are out there, and they cannot wait to meet you. They cannot wait to meet you. And you know what? Your value doesn't come from other people. It comes from you. You are your own source of validation. Validation and value comes from the inside. So you have to value yourself so much that you remove yourself from toxic situations and you place yourself in other situations that benefit you. And the only person that can do that for you is yourself. And I promise you, when you do this, you will never go back. You will never go back to your cage, to your mental cage. You'll never go back there, Because outside, there's so much, and yes, it's scary, and yes, it's going to challenge you to become the person that you need to become and to grow. But I wouldn't be the woman I am today without the experiences that I put myself through, so out of my comfort zone. I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I wouldn't be sharing this with you today. So you're not the problem. It's your environment. So let's go.